When you don't eat a good breakfast for Tcap, you are hungry. When you are hungry, your stomach growls. When your stomach growls, it attracts wildcats. When wildcats are attracted, Miss Greeby tries to teach them math. Don't let Miss Greeby try to teach wildcats math. Eat a good breakfast. When you don't get a good night's rest, you start zoning out during Tcap. When you zone out during Tcap, you imagine Miss V-Hill building computers out of Legos. When she builds computers out of Legos, then Mr. Steele imagines he is Godzilla and destroys the computer lab. Don't let Miss V-Hill's Lego computer lab get destroyed. Get a good night's rest.
Alright, so we're ready to finish up the Tcap test today. We're going to be doing the math test. You need to take out a pencil and please put your cell phone away. Are you serious? Every day you're late. I don't care if you're late every day, but it's time to do Tcap now. Monday you were late, Tuesday you were late, Wednesday you were late, and now it's serious and you're late again, and now I get it.
When you show up late to Tcap, Mr. Revere has to yell. When Mr. Revere yells, he loses his voice. When he loses his voice, he cannot tell his pet tiger to stay. When Mr. Revere's pet tiger doesn't stay, it eats him. Don't let Mr. Revere get eaten by a tiger. Show up on time for Tcap. When you forget to bring a book to Tcap, you look around your class and everyone else has one. That makes you cry. When you cry too much, you get thirsty. When you are thirsty, you waste our water supply. When you waste our water supply, Mr. Richter has to fish in an empty field. Don't make Mr. Richter fish in an empty field. Bring a book to Tcap.
I got one!
When you bring your cell phone to Tcap, it vibrates when your mom texts you to wish you luck. When your mom texts you to wish you luck, you get distracted and want to listen to Friday. Don't get Friday stuck in your head. Don't bring a cell phone to Tcap.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
When you don't use the whole Tcap testing time, you get bored. When you get bored, you fall asleep. When you fall asleep, you start to drool on your desk. When you drool on your desk, Mr. Lopez slips and falls on a sea of drool. Don't let Mr. Lopez slip and fall on a sea of drool. Use the whole time for Tcap.
All right, everybody, happy Tcaps. It's really important that you do your best so we can tell how well you write. Go ahead.
When you don't do your best on Tcap, Mrs. Allen can't tell what you've learned. When Mrs. Allen can't tell what you've learned, she morphs into a kindergarten teacher.
Repeat after me.
When Mrs. Allen morphs into a kindergarten teacher, she starts to reteach the alphabet. Don't let Mrs. Allen reteach the alphabet. Do your best on Tcap.
Whenever a stop sign appears, students must not proceed to the next part of the test.
When you don't read the directions carefully, you go past the stop sign on the test. When you go past the stop sign on the test, you misadminister your test. When you misadminister your test, Mrs. Richter curls up in a ball, crying in her office. Don't make Mrs. Richter curl up in a ball, crying in her office. Read directions carefully. When you don't search for the answer on the page, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, you sing "I Will Survive" to make yourself feel better.
I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side.
When you sing "I Will Survive" to make yourself feel better, you think you are on the show Survivor. When you think you are on the show Survivor, you start eating bugs. Don't eat bugs. Find the answer on the page.
I got that. That's gonna be great for our blooper reel.
we're taking our last test of the day. Our first test of the day. You can start over.
The Pythagorean theorem. The sum of the squares of the sides of right triangles equal the square of the hypotenuse. Go!
Sum of the square of the hypotenuse.
You have to point to your head. The sum of the square
Sum
of
of
the
the square of the globe is the hypotenuse.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, ready? Oh, the C is fake.
Oh.
And you get bored, you fall asleep. When you fall asleep.
Yeah, we did that.
Okay.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I would never live without you by my side. I don't know the rest of the word. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I would never live without you by my side.